On this week's Technique Tuesday, we're learning from Joey McKenna on how to turn from a Blair Ride. If you're looking for a turn that works against the best wrestlers, make sure to watch this video.
Once we've secured our single wrist, we flattened our opponent out, we've worked to take his arm out on the back, now it's time to start our turns and work from the hammerlock position. So again, first rep, maybe I Superman him, capture the wrist, pull it in, roll the wrist. See the way his arm is pointed? He's got a lot less mobility here, where now I can work to the side, get to my position to start to pull the hand out to the back. Once the hand pops out, I get his hand on his back. First thing I like to do to help me secure this is I'm going to use that knee and I'm just going to push on his elbow to keep it close to his body. Right now, I'm going two hands to the wrist and I'm working to keep this close to his body. The first thing I like to do here is a tilt. I'm going to slide my opposite hand into a claw, keep his wrist on his back. I'm going to start to work. I grab the wrist, I go elbow, framing, almost elbow to elbow in this position, and I'm going to start to work deep across his neck. A lot of times my opponent's going to be fighting my hand here, so I just walk it across the mat, just walk it before I start to sink up towards his neck and get the claw. From here, my head is going to go to the back of his head to create pressure, and my knee goes from his elbow to the top of his elbow. So see that slight transition from pushing his elbow up to pushing his elbow down. So I want to keep that shoulder up at first, and then when it's time to turn, I make this transition. I'm going to use my head down. I'm going to start to drive forward so that I can open up this hip, use my heel as a spur to slide in. Once I have that heel in, now I can fall towards the side and settle in for this turn. Right? From here, once I get my swipes, I can either work to get my hips on top, or a lot of times my partner is going to be fighting off their back. Just let them go. Come back, and I start back from normal with my hammerlock. So again, once I pulled it out to his back, again, I try to keep toes inside, knees outside. For me, this is just a good way to control my opponent and control their hips when they're flat. So I'm going to grab the wrist, elbow to elbow, as I start to work this hand across towards his neck. Again, notice my knee is underneath, kind of lifting right now. I'm lifting that opposite side because it allows me to get a little bit deeper. Once I secure my claw, my head goes to the back of his head. My knee slides out from underneath to over top, and I start to drive my feet forward until I can find space on that opposite side for my heel to slide in. My heel slides in the hip. Now I can open their hips and fall to the side, settle in for my turns. A lot of times my partner's going to start, if your partner's on their back, they're probably going to start bridging. So when he starts bridging, I'm going to use my bottom foot and I'm just going to go to kick that foot out. Once I kick it out, I'm going to elevate my hips, sink over the top, and slide in to my double grapes position. right? So that's if my partner's bridging and fighting away. Other times, secure this, walk it up. Sometimes my partner starts to bridge into me. So when they bridge into me, I'm just gonna follow it all the way back up, back on top. Now you can have a leg in, right? We can start to secure that leg, hip over crossface, sink in to a different kind of turn, transition for more points. But again, stems from your classic hammerlock claw, tilt, wrist, pull it out back. I'm here. Lifting with this knee. Notice my toes are always in the mat, driving. From here, sink my claw all the way deep. If he's fighting my hand, trying not to let me in, I'm just trying to find more space as I'm going deeper, deeper. Now I secure that claw, cinch it tight. Head goes to the back of his head. Knee goes to the top of his elbow. Walking my toes. Once I feel I can slide my heel in, that's when I fall. And now I'm ready to secure my points. Again, if they bridge, I have a few options. Kick it out, get hips on top. Maybe I just secure and they're just fighting away. Let them come back to their belly. And now we can start to work for the fall. A lot of times with this move, it's a little bit more just back points unless you can slide your hips on top, sink the double grapes in. But for the most part, this is my go-to if I need just a turn, really trying to keep that pressure on my opponent, but it's the first start in the progression of working from a hammerlock.
Thanks for watching this week's Technique Tuesday. If you want more technique, head to athletesocean.com or download the Athletes Ocean app. And if you're a coach, check out our new Team Space feature where you can organize all your practice plans, competition notes, and technique videos all in one place. Let us know in the comments what you want to learn next. Make sure to like this video and share it with your friends. Also, make sure you follow and subscribe to FloWrestling for more technique every Tuesday. See you next time.